An historic year for men's hoops in the WCC, the league trademarked by competitive play, down-to-the-wire games, and the highest AP ranking in league history. None of it, however, would be possible without some amazing individual performances and performers. Here is your official 2012-2013 All-WCC team. We begin in Provo with BYU's dynamic duo of Brandon Davies, who averaged just over 17 points per game, and his electric teammate Tyler Hawes, who led the conference in scoring. Next, no player may have done more for his team than Kevin Foster of Santa Clara. The Broncos' senior leader was one of the league leaders in points, assists, and steals. Not to be outdone is Foster's teammate, Mark Tressolini, who was second in the WCC in blocks and third in field goal percentage. How about the WCC's rebound leader, Cole Dickerson of San Francisco? Dickerson, the Don, is a major reason San Fran won its last 3 games and 5 of its 7 games in February. The most exciting player in the WCC, perhaps Matthew Dellavedova. The Australian native paced the Gales in points and assists, making a name for himself from coast to coast. Sometimes the best players aren't the tallest, they just play big in big games. If you've seen 5'10" Anthony Ireland at Loyola Marymount, you know there's a reason he's accounting for almost a third of the Lions' points per game. That brings us to the Gonzaga Trio, 3 guys who led the Zags to an undefeated conference record, starting with the Ironman, sophomore Kevin Pangos, who led the team in minutes played and 3-pointers made. His teammate, Elias Harris, second on the Bulldogs in scoring, first in rebounding. Then there's the big man in the middle, Kelly Olynyk, one of the toughest players to guard in the country, averaging almost 18 points per game. But we're not done yet. As good as those guys are, some of their peers in the WCC are getting some special hardware as well. Let's start with the Defensive Player of the Year, Mike Hart from Gonzaga, the senior accounting for 26 steals, 4 blocks. Newcomer of the Year, Stacey Davis from Pepperdine, the Frosh leading the Waves with 7 points, 11 rebounds per game. Player of the Year, who else? Kelly Olynyk from Gonzaga, the 7-footer leading the Bulldogs to the best season in school history, none of which would have been possible without the Coach of the Year, Mark Few, also from Gonzaga, the 9th time he has won that award. Not to be overlooked, the performances of other key players, including the best of the class who made the all-freshman team. Those 5 include, from Pepperdine, Stacey Davis, Tim Dirksen and Avery Holmes from San Francisco. Gonzaga puts Shemek Karnowski on the all-freshman team, rounded out by Gito Koch of San Diego. Those receiving honorable mention include Christopher Anderson and Johnny D from San Diego, Gary Bell Jr. from Gonzaga, Portland's Ryan Nicholas, Stephen Holt of St. Mary's, Cody Doolin from San Francisco, and finally 3 players from Pepperdine, Jordan Baker, Stacey Davis, and Lauren Jackson. Congratulations to all this year's honorees, and remember, for all things WCC, be sure to check out the WCC Network powered by Campus Insiders.